I tried to send my, I tried to
All
send
right,
my
guys.
chart.
So, you can just mute yourselves if you have background noise. Today we're going to go over market structure. Jess did express to me that some of you are wanting market structure for like Forex, because I know when she did the YouTube video, it was like for futures and stock options. So we're going to go over that with Forex. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And we're just going to talk a little bit about market structure. Can everybody see that?
Yes.
All right, cool. So understanding market structure, let's see. Okay. I can't see the comments, so I'll probably talk and then look at the comments. So just give me a little bit of time. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go over market structure. Market structure can help you understand the behavior, condition, and current flow of the market. It highlights support and resistant levels, higher highs and lower lows. Market structure is usually bodies of candlesticks, just like how you see in the background picture. Also, they are making higher highs, higher lows, lower highs, and lower lows. So just to give an example of a chart, let me go ahead and zoom this out. We have this for the buy. So you see how we have our uptrend, we identified that. We have market structure at these highs right here. It did break out, it came back and retested this market structure of these highs. I kept doing it over and over again. This is UJ. I'm not sure if I have any UJ traders in here. But UJ, I don't necessarily trade it, but I've seen that it has done good with market structure and just seeing other students' success. So we have right here market structure. So we made a level right there of market structure. Again, up here, we have this right here. This is just an example of an uptrend. Let me go ahead and see. Okay, so we do have some UJ traders. Cool. We'll go ahead and mark that one up too together. So this is just an example. Does anybody have any questions about the uptrend of market structure?
You want some food? No.
Okay. And then we'll go ahead and we'll look at a downtrend. So this is a downtrend for market structure. We have a low right here. And then we did get our break. We got a small retest, and then it did create a little low right here too. We had a break. We had this new lower low, and then we had a lower high. We have this market structure right here. Is anybody having like a hard time identifying that? Or just not understanding? Market structure goes a long way, guys. I know when I first found Jess and when she just created the beginner course, market structure was definitely a game changer for me and like helped me a lot with my trading. It's one of the first foundations of your trading journey, and it's honestly one of the best, especially the way Chess goes over it in the course. So just know that this does go a long way. Okay. If nobody has questions on that, I'll go ahead and I'll review the charts that I was sent, and also we'll go ahead and we'll identify market structure together as a class. Okay.
Okay.
So let me go ahead and stop sharing. Just give me a moment. Okay. Let's go ahead and share. Hold on, guys. Right here. I think this one is Amos. Did I say that right? Is he on today?
Yes, I'm your coach. Thank you.
All right. Do you want to explain a little bit of your chart to me, or do you just want me to go over it?
I can explain.
Okay, cool.
That's
Go
not
for
your
it.
food.
All right. Thank you so much for the time given.
And to
All
go watch
right.
the TV. Good night, Gray.
I'm sorry. Can you guys mute yourselves, and then Amos, You can go ahead and talk.
All right, so based on the course, I've been told that, okay, for my analysis, the best top-down analysis, it has to start on a daily, and then 4 hour, 1 hour, and then maybe if you are a scalper, which is very high risky for beginner. So my analysis was taken on an hour. So some of you might be like, oh, it's like Nasdaq, and looking at the time, the way the market is. But I went a bit back so that I can find a bit of a structure there. And then at the top, I can see that there was consolidation, and my top line of my box there, I can say I realized that the market wasn't taken, the high wasn't taken, so the market created our first lower low.
Or over here,
Sorry, a higher low.
lower high, right? Like, are you talking about this lower high right here?
Yes,
Okay.
the lower high. So then first there was a break of structure. The market tried to retest.
Yeah, like if you would have had like a level market structure right here, it would have been nice. Because you
Okay.
could have easily seen that it came all the right back up there, and then it just, respected it. But also too, this trend line does help with that.
Yes. So from there, the market started going down, and then it created a lower low, the first lower low. I went a bit to the down one based on my trend line as well. Yes, it went a bit up because you see there were so many rejections, a couple of days that happened there. There were a couple of rejections before it went up as well, which shows that the buys had more power. And then it went up on the slippage, tried to break out, but now sells had more power there. And then the market started dropping. And then created a lower low, and then a lower high. And then at the bottom, on the support there, you can see that the market retested that support for a couple of days. And then based on what you guys have been teaching us is that if the support is stronger, the market will retest it for a couple of times before a market shift. And that's what happened today. The market retested a couple of times and then shifted to the upside. Thank you.
All right, so I think this looks pretty good. You did identify the consolidation there. I think you have your lower lows really good, especially right here, how you noted rejected at this lower low. That was a good indication that, yeah, I was going to go back up. But if you would have had like a level of market structure right here, I think you would have been really good too, depending on what move you would have caught, whether it was this move or the move down. Either way, it both presented. It was just choosing, what you were gonna
Yes.
go for. This would be considered a lower high, and then lower high. Then you would have your lower lows, lower lows, lower lows. I think for the most part, you do understand. So that's also great. Just be focus more to like when you are marking up for like the week and you're gonna start at the daily, make sure you have like at least market structure above where price is at for the daily and then one below it.
Okay.
Okay, just to have like those two higher time frame levels, and then if you trade down a lower time frame, you can just go ahead and keep dissecting it from every lower time frame you go into. Do you always look at the daily or? or
I've learned to look at the daily 4 hour. So this is where I draw my supports and my resistance. On a day, I do the daily, the 4 hour, the 1 hour, and then
Mhm.
look at my chart on a 30 minutes.
For me, I always like to see how a daily candle closes, just because sometimes it'll just give the obvious of how the next day is gonna go. Like if it's at a support, say daily is at a support, and then like the previous day, the candle closed as like a bullish hammer. Like when I see those, I get really happy because I already know the market is going to want to bounce from that support. So let's
Okay.
go ahead and look at your next one. So we'll get out of here. This one I do like a lot just because it's like very clean and you can understand it. And you're understanding your retest pretty good. Like you got your
Yes.
higher lows, you got your market structure. This is not too bad. You know, at least you have this market structure right here. You identified your break. Once you get that break above previous structure, then you're always going to want to look for a higher low, which this would have been indication of a higher low.
Yeah, I
This one
should have
is good
looked
as well
far back.
too, but there was like an opportunity right here as well.
Yes.
And then we had a break of this structure. It came right back to that break of structure, which what is this, Nas? Yeah, Nas, let's see. This is on the daily time frame as well. Yeah. Nas is really good on the daily. That's all I trade is Nas. And I just really like to see how the candles are doing from like a previous day. So we have this right here. You identified this higher low, which is good. You didn't pay too much attention to this, but it's fine. But there was some opportunity too here as well. As long as this low did not break this low over here, then yeah, I was still in a buy just because of this previous low right here and this one. Pretty much respected it. There was a little bit of consolidation, which sucks when that happens, just because you have to be very patient just to see where it's gonna go. This took a couple of days, so I know this was probably annoying. And then finally it dropped, but then it respected this over here and then just shot up. I think this
Yes.
looks good for the most part. I think you're understanding it very well. Do you have any more
Thank you.
questions or?
Not some. No, I think I'm okay because I think I'm still going through the course
Mhm.
I'm on the 2023 webinars. So I think by the time I finish,
Mhm.
there'll be more clarity and then I can go to the VIP.
All right. Let me see if you had another one. Yeah, but good job on this. You did a really good job.
Thank you.
Let's go here. All right. Is this person on? Let me see how you say your name. I don't want to say nobody's name wrong, guys. Christian, I'm gonna say. Is Christian on? The owner of this chart, are they on? Okay, so for the most part, let's see what time frame. So this is the 1 hour. The 1 hour is not too bad. I actually enjoy the 1 hour. I don't know where this uptrend is at, but you see these two levels. I would just adjust this level a little bit more to this market structure right here. Excuse me? All right. Sorry, I had to mute. All right. So yeah, the only thing is I would just adjust this level right here, maybe to this market structure right here, just so it can give space from this level right here, just because I don't like levels too close to each other. I like them like this, you know, at a good distance, and at least you can move this a little bit more upward. So at least it's not far from this one. And then maybe just adjust it. If this could have remained a support, then I would I would vouch for this play right here. Maybe make your stop loss to this next structure right here just to be safe, just because I feel like that's reaching for too much. I mean, it can bounce from here and then go in your direction. And then once it comes to this level, like what if we get rejection like we did over here and then it go back down? So yeah, I would just adjust this level. Not too bad. I don't really trade the Germany for it. I've never traded that. I've actually never seen this chart. So this is actually interesting. Does anybody trade this? Germany 40? Going once, going
Not
twice?
me.
Okay. Yeah, so that's a little bit interesting. Let's go ahead and go to the next one. This is the same person.
Flying slider Sunday. The only way to Sunday. But again, whether you're
All right, if you guys have background noise, can you just please mute yourselves? If not, please leave. All right, so this is crude oil and it is on the 4-hour this time. This is a nice downtrend. These levels look better compared to that other one. These ones look way much better. So with this one, you would want to wait to see if you can get a break above and then possibly this resistance right here turn into a support. Just so we can take it up to the next level. If it didn't, then where would your next bias be to go back down to this support down here? So if it stays beneath it, you want more candle rejection, like wicks more at the top and maybe like a bearish candle pattern. And if not, then you want to see like a good break and then a higher low be created and then take it up to this next level. Just because we did get a break of trend line, it was in a downtrend and then now it's breaking away from it. You could have put an uptrend because we do see some movement going in an uptrend, so that wouldn't have been too bad either. And just seeing if price can respect your uptrend, your upper trend line. So these levels look good. And then this one, okay. Lynette, do you want to speak or you want to ask your questions?
No, I'll just listen if that's okay.
Okay, that's okay. This is what? This is futures. What futures is it?
Oh God, what was I? This was the US 30.
Okay. But just in futures, right? The micro minis or the micros? Okay,
Yeah.
All right. And then you did like a top-down analysis on this?
No. I literally just did like the I did it on a 4-hour weekly and I think daily.
Okay. Just because I see some weekly and some weekly support levels. So I was just trying to see. I mean, this is really nice because like, yeah, this is a support right here just because you're getting a respect and you're getting a floor right here. Is this like your markup for the week or just like to practice?
It was just like practice. It was just the homework.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, so we have your weekly support level. We have a 4-hour support, which are you talking about this being a 4-hour support on this side?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, cool. We have
I'm not sure if it's right.
You're okay. And then the resistance, are you going based off this wick rejection over here?
Correct.
Okay, cool, cool. So I did like how you got the break of that and then retest, which you got a hammer. It respected it and it rejected it and it went straight up. It did not go all the way to that weekly level. I mean, it took some time I believe it took what, the next day for it to finally go back? Do you have session breaks on this?
No.
No? Okay. All right, cool. Yeah. Maybe, no, this looks pretty good. I like how your levels, they do have some space in between it. Now, I don't know where this is at right now, currently at the moment, but if price can stay above this weekly support and reject it, like maybe get more wicks at the bottom and possible like bullish candle patterns, then that
Okay.
would be really nice. And I would definitely take it up to like the next level, which would be your 4-hour support, and see if this can become a resistance, because over here it did become a resistance.
Okay.
So something like a bounce, maybe stay above it, create like a higher low, like a little mini higher low, and then take it up more. But
Right.
we would definitely have to see like what's going on.
Okay. Thank you.
But good job, it looks pretty good.
Sorry, I'm a beginner.
It's okay, it's okay. You're safe here. All right. I know you had another one, or
Oh,
this is somebody
Brianna,
else.
Brianna,
Yes.
I had a question on that chart. Sorry, my name is Jasenia, and I'm new to the yeah. So on the chart that you just left, I had a question for myself too. With when you're marking the chart, and she had the 4 hour, could would it be best to also do the top of the candle or no?
Let me go ahead and pull it back up just so we're talking about the same thing.
Okay.
Hold on. Ooh, what was it? The first or the second? Let's see. No, that was the second. All right, hold on. Trying to pull it up. I believe it was her first chart.
Yes,
Okay.
that's
Can
it.
you see that?
So, yes. Now, where it says the weekly resistance level, okay, I see. I just answered my own question because this is the 4 hour chart and the top is the weekly resistance. Okay,
Yes.
but it could, like, say if that wasn't, oh, I'm trying.
Like if you were not on the weekly and you were just on this 4-hour time frame, this would be also a 4-hour resistance up here.
Okay, so I wouldn't have to do the wicks in this situation.
You can do the wicks. It just depends, like if you get more touches, which it seems like the wicks are more touches. Right here's not too bad, but this is what she went off the weekly. I don't know what the weekly looks like, but if we were gonna do it for the 4-hour, we would just adjust it a little bit more and maybe line it up right here.
Okay, I'm probably overthinking it. So, all right,
No,
thank you.
it's okay. It's okay. That's a good question to ask because maybe somebody else feels the same way and you spoke up about it. But no, this is just her higher time frame. If we didn't have the higher time frame, yeah, we could have definitely used that as a 4-hour resistance as well, just because it's creating that roof that we're seeing and there's no new higher highs being made.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, Coach.
Okay. Did
Hi,
somebody
Coach
else have a
Brianna.
question?
Yes, it's Amos. I'm saying that was a good observation for sure. For me as well, looking at it on a 4-hour, I was gonna go a bit up on the first week of that. Okay, let's say on those two candles, the second candle from the first week and the green and the red candle on that top. That's why I was gonna draw my 4 hours for resistance there as well.
Right here, right where I'm pointing.
Right a bit up at the top.
Oh, up here.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you could have easily put this as a 4-hour resistance or a 4-hour level. Just in case, like just if we didn't have that weekly, but it's good that she did have her weekly resistance because most of the time the higher time frame levels are going to be more strong than the lower time levels.
Okay.
Okay. So it's also good to like take a look on that, and we'll go ahead and we'll get into it too. I just need to go through these charts because I at least want to chart 1 or 2 pairs with you guys, just going over the market structure. And we're already like almost 30 minutes in, so we'll just keep going, okay? Let me see. All right, but thank you, Yesenia, for asking questions. All right, and then Lynette, this is yours too. We had this downtrend. Let's see, this is the 15-minute. Do you normally trade the 15-minute?
I've never traded before.
I think you should stick to like 4-hour, possibly 1 hour, because 15-minute, it's just there's a lot going on.
Okay.
And if you're wanting to like hold your trades longer to like go for more, then I would suggest staying on those time frames, because like the 15-minute, you really have to like find that trend, find the break in the retest, and then catch that move, because sometimes the 15-minute can make you want to change your mind. And it moves way faster as well. It's not bad, but I would say like 15 minutes vary for like skilled traders, and are
Okay.
like the ones that are wanting to get in and out. Because
Okay.
too, like when you're trading the 15-minute, okay, say you got into this and then you see the market making a stop, it created a new lower low, and then you see this happening. I wouldn't want you to change your mind and be like, oh, it's gonna go for buys now, and then
True.
be trapped in the retest, and then it just melt on you, and then like
Okay.
you're upset because it hit your stop loss.
Okay. 1 hour. Okay.
Yeah, just to get more familiarized, because I mean, this was not bad right here. Like if this would have been with this, that was not bad at all. It's just like, are you patient enough, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
All right. All right, we'll go ahead and we'll take a look. I just don't know how the weekly looks. All right. But yeah, not too bad. Are you like barely fresh, like beginner, or?
A fresh beginner. I've never traded.
Okay, yeah. I definitely want you to take your time. I'm not saying you can't get to this point, but I just really want you to take your time, mark up on the higher time frames, and then
Okay.
figure out what your entry is going to be. Is it going to be on the 4-hour, or is it going to be on the 1 hour?
Okay.
Okay. All
Thank you.
right, no problem. And then this is yours as well. This is also the 15-minute. Like this wasn't too bad. The risk to reward probably wasn't that great. It was probably like a 1-to-1. Maybe
Okay.
stretching it out a little bit more would have been nice. But this is pretty, I mean, if you were trading this time frame and just going for the uptrend, I don't think it's too bad.
Okay.
Because you have your structure over here. You also have structure over here that respected it. I don't know what these levels are. I don't know if it's 15-minute or a higher time frame. But you're understanding. And then
Yeah.
we'll just go
Thank
ahead
you.
and go over market structure together. Hold on. If you guys have background noise, just please mute yourselves because I can hear it. And then I did have somebody else post. I don't know if they're on. Let me go ahead and share their charts because it's somewhere else. Hold on. All right, here we are. Let me look up the name real quick. If this chart is familiar, can you speak on it? Let me see. I believe Lady Wizard.
Yeah, that's me.
Hey, what's going on? You want to go ahead and explain your chart?
Not really. It's kind of gone midnight here and I'm just shattered
Oh,
now.
okay. All right. So for this downtrend, you basically have your lower lows really good and your lower highs. The only thing I would suggest about this chart is moving your trend line, because your downtrend is pretty much at the bottom and it's supposed to be at the top, like with these points. So
Oh,
just
do you mean on
adjust.
the other side?
Yeah, it has to go on the top.
Okay.
Yeah, on the top of the points. So for a downtrend, you want the trend line on top, and then for an uptrend, you want the trend line at below it. Okay, but this looks pretty good. I cannot, let me see your note right here, this low retested multiple times. Okay, that's good notes. But for the most part, you're understanding your lower lows and your lower highs. So that's really good. And then you do have some good market structure right here, which would help you identify, you know, your next entry of those breaks. Okay. So let's go ahead and go over here. Oh, wrong run. Okay. See for your uptrend how it's at the bottom.
Yeah.
Maybe just adjusting it a little bit so we can have more hits. The more hits on it, the better. The stronger the trend is. With this too, you did really well. This would be identified as a break right here. And then this your retest. And then this is OddCAD. This is the 15-minute. What do you normally trade?
I kind of like scalping.
Okay.
So I do the 15 minutes to the 1 hour, looking at the 1 hour to top down.
For like that hour of the day or like throughout the day?
Throughout the day.
Okay. All right. So yeah. Your higher lows look good. And then we did get finally a break. I mean, this would have been a little bit confusing just because like these lows right here didn't make a difference, and then it did consolidate a little bit. So we'll go ahead and leave it at that.
Thank
Let me
you.
go ahead and share one more picture that I would want to show you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. So let's go ahead and share this, and then we'll go ahead and get to charting after I show this. Can everybody see that?
Yeah.
So this is the trend lines. We have our uptrend, and then we have our sideways trend, which is our consolidation, right? And then we have our downtrend. Okay, so it's basically identifying a series of higher lows and lower highs on a chart and drawing a line connecting them. You guys, if you guys want to go ahead and take a picture of this, you can, just for reference. You know, if you are struggling with it, I think this is pretty nice to like help identify those higher highs, higher lows, and then lower highs, lower lows. And also spotting the consolidation, like how long does your pair take to consolidate? Is it a day or two, or is it just for a day? Like how long should you wait? Just so you're aware and you're not trying to rush yourself into a trade, you know, getting that FOMO. Does everybody have like their own favorite pair that they like to trade, or are you still just trying to get your feet wet and seeing like what sticks?
I love Nasdaq.
Excuse me?
I love Nasdaq.
You said you love Nas?
Yes.
Me too. We have that in common. All right, does anybody, let's go ahead and look at UJ, and then I'll go ahead and ask for a pair. So whoever wins, let's see. Let me see these comments real quick. Okay, is that how you say it? Indira? Is that how you pronounce your name? I don't want to say it wrong. But if you just started, I believe Euro USD is like the best beginner pair. It doesn't move too crazy. It takes its time. I'm not sure how it does with market structure, but going and identifying that would be a good start. for your trading. Okay. Okay, yeah, yeah, that's good that you're listening. Okay, somebody said it's been better at providing market structure. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at UJ because I'm seeing a lot of people that like it, so that's really good. We'll go ahead and open this up. And then we're gonna glance at the daily. These are all old levels, guys. Let me take my session breaks up. Okay, so the market just started and wow, it already gapped up. So let's go ahead, look at the daily. I'm not going to go too far into like the higher time frames just because that's more VIP. I will just glance at the daily and see what's going on. And then we'll start dissecting it more. So we have this. I mean, it was pretty much in a downtrend, but let's go ahead and see. We do have structure over here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to notate that. I'm going to make it at these wicks right here. And then I do like to put some my market structure on like open candle open and candle close with the mix of wicks. So we have that. Also notate your levels just so you know like what time frame it's on, because when you don't it just, you know, you want to be organized whenever you're marking up your chart. You don't want too much, you want it clean. For the most part, it is going in an uptrend now. And then let's see. Let's go ahead and put one more at the top. All right, I'm going to go based off of this candle open, this wick, this candle open and close over here. Let me go ahead and notate this as well, that this is a daily. Is anybody confused right now?
Brianna, was that your resistance that you just put up there?
No, it's just structure.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just structure for right now. Just daily. So I have a market structure level above where price is at, and then I do have one right below it. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna put too much, or another one down here. If anything, I'll do it for the 4 hour. So we have that. Let's go to the 4 hour.
How many touches do you look for?
And we do have a 4 hour support right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna notate that. Let me go ahead and put right here, 4 hour support. Let me make this blue or black. Okay. And I pretty much have these wicks lined up with these ones right here. Okay, I have that right there. And then let's go ahead and see if we can find one in the middle here, which there's a lot going on. Let's see. It's pretty much going in between price. Sometimes I like to look at the line chart just to see if I can find any. And if you haven't gone through that, you will go through that in the beginner course. Jess teaches you how to find levels with the line chart. So I'm gonna go based off of this. Let me go ahead and mark it, and then I'll show you guys why. So we have a hit up here. We have this hit, and then we have these hits over here. This one, and then this one right here. And then we'll go ahead and we'll notate this. 4 hour.
Brianna, could you show me where you got that line chart from? I didn't see it.
Okay. Yes, I
Thank
can show you right now. All right, Yesenia, that's good to know. Yeah, like if you are very uncertain with the candles, it's always good to reference the line chart to see if you can find more hits, because with the candles, there was just a lot going on. And then at the line where I found my line chart was up here. If you just have the candlesticks, you can go to bar style with the drop down. And then I went ahead and I favorited the line because I do use that time to time.
Okay. Thank you.
When you start it, it will pop up here and stay up there. Okay, so I went ahead, I went to the line chart just because there was just too much going on with the candles. But with the line chart, I do feel a little bit better because we have more hits. We have a hit right there. You always, when you're looking for like hits with the line chart, you want more, you want 2 or at least more. You never just want 1 because that just means that it's not strong. If there's more than 2 hits, then that level is strong and a possibility that the market can really respect it. All right, so we have that, and then let's go ahead and go back to where price is at. Let me go ahead and lock this so it doesn't move. All right. So we have this. All right, so for our daily, we did look at market structure. This 4-hour level, we did do it as a level with the line chart, but everything else is pretty much market structure. There's no need for me to put any more. I can put one down here if I wanted to, just in case if price does break below that 4-hour support, then we can just have this right here. I'll just put that just in case. But for the most part, guys, it's still too early. The market just opened. You definitely want to see if it can keep creating that leg. And then possibly something like this. Above it, creating a higher low up here. It can possibly come back to this market structure, but if it doesn't, then you want to be aware of looking for a higher low. So
sense of smell.
Brianna, I have a question.
yes.
So I came into UJ on Friday late in the day, which I know isn't a good look, but I did it on my demo account because I was waiting for a couple of days for that turnaround that you could see, like that pullback, and then it consolidated for a while. So I saw that it was starting to buy. But then when the market opened today with that gap, like sometimes the market likes to chase the gap again. It likes to come back and fill it in. So I decided to just use a trailing stop because I don't want to lose all of that right there. You know what I mean? Like, what would you have done?
I mean,
situation?
you're pretty much right on this right here. This was actually really nice. It created that support, and then we did have more wick rejection at the bottom than we did at the top. And this is pretty much like bullish candle patterns right here, just
Mhm.
because the green is outweighing more of the red.
Okay. But you see how it opened. I'm afraid that it's going to come all the way back down. So that's why I just put a trailing stop to just catch me as I go up. Would you have done that, or would you just like?
Yeah, no, I think moving your stop loss into profit was the best ever. That's what I do when I'm in profit with Nas, just because I rather just take some than if it's not going to give me, my whole pie. But I think you did a good job with that. It's just really determining like where you put your stop loss. Are you okay if it hits that stop loss? Like, are you okay with taking that much home?
Right. Okay.
So yeah, I don't think you were wrong. I think you did a good job at that, and also identifying, and you were brave for your trading that Friday. But
Yeah.
I mean, it was basically giving it to you. We have that support right here being created, whether you had it on the 4-hour or not. It still created that floor. And also, if you look to the left, all we did was just get a break. It never really did come all the way back down until
Right.
the end of the day, right?
Right.
So
And
I
I
don't
just
think
heard
that's
it.
bad at all.
it took out my stop, but at least I'm in profit because I don't know how far back it's gonna pull. So at least I'm in profit. But okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Have you used your fibs yet on like have you gone to that part in the course?
Yes. Yes, I have. And I was trying to take it to let me look at what I had marked up. I was trying to take it to I'm not able to share my screen, but just talked about the 27%. So that's kind of like what my target was for the fib that I had laid out. I just wasn't expecting it to jump like that. And I was worried it would take out my stop. I was like, oh, imagine if the market opens like below and it takes my stop out. It didn't. It went really high, but now I don't know how far back it's going to go. But I did it according to what Jess had mentioned, and I went up to the 27%. I was hoping I would get that. So now I just
Yeah.
have to wait for it to
So
pull back
are you still
lower.
in this trade or did it take you out?
It just took me out, yeah, because I was
Oh,
trading it. Mm-hmm.
either way, you executed, and that's what's important is that you're executing on what you're seeing because you're learning more when you do that as well. If you wouldn't have taken the trade, it would have just been like, you know, you would go through it mentally, but at least with like you executing it and it being in your demo, you're acting upon it. So that's good. Okay.
Okay. Thanks
You're
so much.
executing, and that's what you want. You want to execute because we can be chart artists all day, but if we don't, put it into play, whether it's demo or live, then, you're
Mhm.
not really trading. You're just being a chart artist. But if you're executing it and you're going for it, you're trading, you're being a trader, and that's good. Are you journaling that?
Yes, I am. I'm journaling now since Jess mentioned that in training.
Okay. Yeah,
Mhm.
good. Because you want to do that just so you start familiarizing yourself with it. And also, like, if you are sticking to this one pair, then that's also great for you because the more you trade it, you're just going to get very familiarized and the patience is going to be better because you
Right.
start learning how it moves, when it moves, how you just need to wait for it to come back to structure because that's what it does, right?
Mhm.
With this pair, I know time after time it does. I mean, this
Yeah.
was a little wonky a little bit, but I mean, we were still making higher lows.
Mm-hmm. And what I
Um,
did was I went back 8 weeks, just recommended to back test it 8 weeks and
uh-huh.
write down if there was news and like the best moves, what time of day and stuff. So I journaled all of that too, just for this pair.
Okay. Thank you, Edwin. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. And then I did put the fib here up for you. It respected the 61, which is a good area of where you want it to be respected. So I mean, it pretty much was giving you had the rejection to the 61, you had these bullish candle patterns, it created a support. That's already a few confirmations that this was going to keep going in the up.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, and that's what you want. That's what you want whenever you're looking for an entry. You want at least 2 or more confirmations.
Mm-hmm.
One confirmation is just it's not solid enough, and you want, it's like that saying, the more the merrier.
Mm-hmm.
For this, if you're going to be looking for it later on, there is a possibility that it can come back down to this gap
Right.
so it can fill it, right? Because sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
the market will do that. It will want to fill. So if it does, just be aware of the gap fill and just see what it does because it can come back, fill it, and then go in the direction. I would not consider this a sell unless this support gets broken
Okay.
and retested.
Mm-hmm.
So be very firm about that. You don't want to automatically be like sell up here and then it respect this gap, right?
Mm-hmm.
As long as it breaks this low, then okay, you'll look for your sells and then you'll look for your lower high.
Okay. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank
no,
you.
of course. Thank you for speaking up.
Sure.
Let me see what the comments say real quick. I'm like back and forth. All right. Yeah, you don't want to be a chart artist. You want to put it into play. Like yeah, mark up, of course, right? Because that's what's helping you guide you into the direction you want your trade to go in. But like we can mark up all day. It's up to us putting it in the trade. And you guys do want to put in the trade, whether it's demo or live, like just get in the trade because that's how you learn as well. You learn more. And I wouldn't like if you get into a trade and it's a loss, like don't shoot yourself down. Like just think of it as a lesson learned, see what you did wrong, write it down in your trading journal or document it however you document it, whether it's on a sheet or what. Definitely see what you did wrong and just make sure that you don't make that same mistake again. And if you do, then you're just going to keep learning from it. You lose when you quit, guys. That's when you really lose, is when you quit. So we have that. Okay. Does anybody else have a markup or a pair they want me to trade? Like demo for what, like Forex? Let's see, US 30, CL. I need Forex. Okay, you can pretty much just go to I would probably recommend Caught Forex if you're trading demo, just to start getting your feet wet and seeing what's working for you. I would definitely try them. I don't know how Hugo's Way is now. I have not traded on that platform in a long time. But yeah, try out Caught Forex. Okay, I need another pair. Let's see who wins. Okay. All right. GU wins because I saw a second GU. And then we might go a little bit over. Dang, do you see how this is getting now? Very bullish. Okay. All right, Yesenia, whenever so you don't know anything about pairs, you really want to fill some of them out. You definitely don't want to trade too many pairs, but if you go down the list of the trading pairs, you just really got to see like what you're able to identify the best, because then that shows you that maybe you should trade that pair, and then seeing like when it moves, how it moves, how long does it take to consolidate it? Is it good on the 4-hour, 1 hour? Does it correlate with your schedule? You definitely want one that's going to fit with your schedule. Okay.
Yes,
So
because I'm on the East Coast. So you said the Euro USD. So I'm gonna look into that and see how that works. And start watching the way that moves because I've never traded anything outside of MES, besides my stocks.
yeah. Euro USD, I believe that moves more London time and the morning of when the New York opens.
Okay.
So if you can be available those times, that would be great. And then when you start getting better, like, and you see that there's an opportunity during London session, then you can start practicing with like your limits, just in case if you're unable to watch it.
Yeah, I work 9 to 5, so it's very difficult to watch the stocks, and I work for the bank, but so I can't, I'm with
Oh,
customers all
okay.
day.
Okay. Maybe Aussie pairs. Aussie pairs are like towards the afternoon. Are you off East Coast time?
Yes, I live
Okay.
in South Carolina.
Okay, Cool. So if that doesn't work for you, then maybe try Aussie pairs.
Aussie, I don't know what that means.
Like odd JPY, odd USD.
Oh,
I would
Australian.
say
Okay.
odd USD is very beginner friendly as well for Forex. It's
Okay.
just like Euro, it moves on its like at a slower pace, but I believe you are able to identify it
Okay.
as a beginner.
Thanks. Gotcha.
Okay, so this is very old. Like very, very old.
Brianna, was that UJ live right now? That's what.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Where'd it go? I just
What time? What time is the UJ? What time it goes on? Till what time? I'm on the East Coast. It's like almost 9 o'clock here.
okay. It's because the US is in front of it. Um, let me see. Is this Kasim? Are you from VIP?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. Don't give out too many nuggets for
No, I'm good.
VIP, but I know you are the UJ King. So what is the best time for this?
I trade. I look at UJ from 2 to 12, 2 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Okay, and that's just worked, right? Because you're doing an awesome job.
Yeah, that's like because I back tested it on what time frames, and it's usually good from 2 a.m. to 12. Like it'll give you anything from those times. Like you can get it outside of that, but that's the time I like to trade it.
Thank you.
No problem.
All right, so you heard it from the UJ King himself. I bring him up, guys, because Kasim is like an OG to Millionaire Trader Society. And since I've known him, I believe I got to know him in 2021, but he's literally stick to UJ since then, and like he's been killing it. Like I believe Kasim, you get like at least anywhere between 100 to 150 pips, right? A day?
Yeah, like because UJ is something that I had to back test to see the amount of pips that I can actually get on a consistent basis. So like it'll probably my take profit is always 120, but most of the time I'll get 80.
What hour
So
frame are you doing?
from daily, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm now recently getting into the 15, which is some sniper thing right now. So so I ain't gonna lie, I'm starting to love the 15 because I was back testing it all this week, and yeah, I'm about to be a
But you've
sniper with
pretty
that.
much been what, 4 hour and 1 hour, right?
Uh, daily 4 hour and 1 hour. Yeah,
Okay.
Thanks for sharing.
And
no
one
problem.
question, I'm sorry, Kasim, one question. For your entry, are you looking at the 15-minute as entries for UJ, or are you looking at the hour?
So I go all the way down. So I start at the daily. I always wait for a daily break. Then I'll wait for a 4 hour retest. And then inside of that, I'll either enter on the hour or the 15-minute.
Okay, got it. Thank you so much.
Thanks for
Which
sharing.
I
No
think is
problem. No
pretty
problem.
smart for the 4 hour retest because it's just you can see it more cleaner. As you can see, as we go down to the 1 hour, there's a little bit of more noise if you're not familiar with going into a lower time frame. Like this was just bouncing around, but this candle right here was a strong indication compared to these that yeah, it was gonna bounce. So it's all about not rushing yourself and not getting ahead of yourself as well either. Like support and resistance go a long way, and you see the support, like it just respected it to the T and just shot up.
Do you
So
do
definitely daily's nice and 4 hour as well. And this thing is just
you don't teach the patterns right now
huh?
And you don't talk about the patterns in beginner, right?
I would have to double check. We don't try too much to go into candle patterns.
Okay.
That's more on, you know, them doing their research on their own because it's pretty much everywhere and just studying. But
Yeah.
yeah, this was pretty much a strong indication with right here because we had a bullish engulfing. We had rejection at the bottom with these wicks, and then this nice, to me, I'm gonna call it a hammer. And what did I say? I love to see hammers at supports.
Yeah.
Like that, just if you guys study just that, you'll be like mind blown of like how many times it occurs.
UJ
All
like to wick a
right.
lot, so that's why I started getting into the 15.
And then if you want to do like you want to study candles because you maybe feel like you need to work on it, definitely the Candle Bible. I believe Jess might have it in the course. It's free, it's on the internet. So just go ahead and downloading it and just studying it because that also is a great help as well. And then like bearish engulfings, bullish engulfings are really nice as well. Okay, yeah, Tamara said that, yeah, the Bible is in there. So yeah, definitely, if you're struggling with price action, once you've gotten almost everything down, like your market structure, your levels, the time frames that you are trading on, and then just getting into that price action. Studying it. I know for me, I love to see hammers. I like to see bullish haramis and bearish haramis, which we can go ahead and look that up just real quick. And then I'm gonna have to mark up one more thing and then I gotta let you guys go because we're a little bit over time. But you see this, I like to spot these out. Most of the time I don't get the names right, but I do know what I'm looking for. So bullish harami, you would want to see that like at the bottom of a, if it can't break a lower low or at a support, you definitely want to spot those out. And then let's look at bearish haramis. Which, can you guys see my Google, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because I'm just chopping it up. Okay, we have our bearish harami. So these you would want to see at a resistance or where a new higher high has occurred and it's starting to lose its uptrend momentum. You definitely will see these at the top of the uptrend. So that's also nice as well. YouTube also, yeah, trading in the zone is also good too. From time to time, like when I'm marking up for the week, I'll put on YouTube trading in the zone and I'll just be listening and just marking up my charts. It's like somewhat relaxing, but also like it helps me stay focused on what I'm looking for. Indira, what does backtest mean? Backtesting just means going over previous times and just marking them up and seeing how the breaks are occurring, how the retests are occurring, how long does it take for the move to play out, just so you know like how long to stay in. Pretty much getting to know your pair. And I know when you first start out trading, you want to trade a lot of pairs, but guys, that's literally the worst thing to do. You just want to find one that you are able to identify and become familiar with, and then it gets better from there because you're sticking to that one. It's like trying to trade too many pairs, that's like, you know, being in an open relationship and you know how those go. They can be good or they could be bad. All right. So we said GU, let's go ahead and mark that up real quick. But does anybody have any questions? Also too, before I let y'all go. Let me see in the chat. Yeah. You want to have your queen, you know, you want to have that one relationship and be faithful to that one because it will treat you right if you are faithful to it, right? Okay, let's go ahead and glance at a daily. All right, we're pretty much, I'm gonna just mark up this right here. Maybe I can move it just a little bit lower. All right, I moved it to the wick. And then I like this over here as well. Let me go ahead and mark this as the daily. We have that. And then I'll go ahead and I'll put one more daily structure. So let's go. Let me go to the line chart. All right. There's only one hit. Let's see how this looks over here. So maybe just adjusting this right there. I'm gonna go based off this wick right here and then this close and open of these candles and then this one right here. So we'll go ahead and mark that up just because it wasn't too pretty, but and then let's go ahead and go to our lower time frame. All right, so these are a little too close. I'm gonna go based off of this structure right here. I mean, it's okay. Let's see if we can move this a little bit more up. Okay, we'll go right here. We'll put 4 hour. And then we'll look at the line chart as well. Okay, so we have a lot of hits right here, which is nice. I wasn't really liking too much where we were at, but this looks legit right here. So we have that. And then let me go ahead and put one more level down here just in case if market does break. Let me go to the line chart. Like for me, what I'm starting to see with GU is that it's looks better with levels with line hits than it does with market structure. So I'm gonna go based off of these hits right here, these two and this one, and then this one over here, just because I don't want it too close to that daily, which I might just move it a little bit. This one has hits right here too. So we have 2 hits over here. See if we have any more. We have one over here. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm starting to notice with GU. So if you trade GU, you might have to look how it looks on a line chart just to get those hits. Because with the market structure, it was a little bit much. All right, so with this, it is still too early to determine what's going on. I mean, if you would want to trap this price, you can put like a little mini support right here. Just because it somewhat is creating this. But for me, I would honestly like for it to come a little bit lower. Like maybe do a double bottom and then go back up. I would not sell this unless this low has been broken. I'm just going to be honest. And whether we have to wait, it's all good because we have all week to wait and to see what it's going to do. So I would not sell this until this lower low is broken. If not, then if it does respect this area, I would want to see like a support being created right here. More wicks at the bottom than at the top, right? Possibly finding some bullish candle patterns in this area and then see what it does and either going for it, executing what you're seeing. Like I said, I like to see hammers. We have a hammer at this low. It's right at structure on our daily structure. This was actually a nice little move, but you see it just came back up to structure. So right now it's too early to determine. Let's see if it can make, if it can respect this low or if we can break it. So. Look for cells if this lower low is broken. So that's what we're looking for. Like I said, GU looks better with the line chart of levels than it does with market structure. Maybe the higher time frame it is better with market structure, but for me, I see levels more better with this than I do market structure. And that's okay. It's just, it really is what your cup of tea is and what you're able to identify. You know, like if it's being too much with the candles, then switch over to the line chart. See if you can find more hits within that area and go based off that, you know, if the candles are giving you a hard time. Okay, so I'm a little bit of overtime, guys. Does anybody have any questions? If you want, I can post this in the chat, and then we can go like watch this together. All right. Oh, thank you, Tamara. Thank you, Yesenia.
Thank you very much for your help.
Yeah, no, thank you guys. I appreciate the questions, the engagement. Thank you, Kasim, for making an appearance.
No problem.
If you're still here. And Dara, are you in the beginner group on Telegram? You would want to post it in there in the Telegram for beginners. Okay, I'll go ahead and I'll share this just so we can go through it together. Yeah, it's true what Kasim said. Master the basics. The basics go a long way, but once you know the basics like the back of your hand, then yeah, it is time to upgrade because you do learn a lot of great gems in the VIP course. And it's pretty much your bread and butter, guys. So I'll go ahead and share this. Thank you for your time. And I really appreciate you guys sending in your charts. If I miss one, I am sorry. But I did post the ones that you know, that I seen. So so you guys have a great week. Let's make this a profitable week. If it's not, then it's okay. We just have to see where it went wrong, but definitely document your trades and execute your trades because that's how you guys are going to learn more. All right.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Well, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Okay. Have a
Okay.
great night and have a great week.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.